Hello friends, welcome to our channel Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more. Well, today I am here with a huge number of yarn and I am going to show you a pretty little granny square for which I have already made a slip knot and I am going to chain 4. It is up to you, you can do 4 or 5, and then I am going to pass my hook to the very first chain and then do a chain of 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet. Now after the chain of 3 is done, I'm going to make 15 number of more double crochet. So 15 number of double crochet plus the first chain of 3 will make 16 number of double crochet in the ring. After the 16 number of double crochet is made in the ring, I'm going to slip stitch into the very topmost chain of the first chain of 3. Now this particular granny square is very useful because here you can use all your yarns, the extra yarns which you have, which has been accumulating in your stock, that you can use and something beautiful can be created. Now the best part of doing this granny square is that even the beginners can try their hands on it. It is pretty easy because just the basic stitches are used, and I hope each and every one of you who are interested in crocheting will try this out. So the slip stitch is done and here I snip off the yarn. Now I'm introducing my different yarn, the second yarn, which is deep pink in color. Now you can pass it through any of the chain. So making a slip knot, I am going to attach it by passing it through one of the chain, and I am going to chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet. After that I am going to make 4 number of double crochet in the very same chain space. So my 5 double crochets are done. I am passing the hook through the chain of the very first double crochet, and so my puff stitch is formed. Now I chain 3 and then I leave a gap of 1 chain and then start working 5 double crochets again in the same chain space so that another puff stitch can be made. So I'll pass my hook through the very first chain of the first double crochet and then pull the hook through it, and so our puff stitch is formed. Then chain 3, leave a gap of 1 chain space and then again continue in the same process till we have 8 number of such puff stitch all around the circle. It's easy, as I have shown you how we must make the puff stitch in many of the videos earlier, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now once the last puff stitch is done, I'm going to chain 3 and then I'm going to slip stitch into the back side of the very first puff petal. Yes, then I'm going to chain 1 and then snip off the yarn. Make a slip knot, and then I introduce my new yarn to my work, and I chain 3. That will be counted as 1 double crochet. And see, you can start working in the gap between any of the puff petals. Now 3 double crochets are done, then I'm going to chain 1 and then hop into the next gap, 3 chain gap, which is present in between the puff petals, and I'm going to work 3 double crochet. Once the 3 double crochet is done, I'm going to chain 2 and again work another set of 3 double crochet. This is being done because here I'm making the first corner of our work. So my first corner is ready. Then again I chain 1 and then work 3 double crochet in the space between the 2 puff petals. That's the first one, the second and the third. Then again I chain 1 and I will be working my second corner out there by making 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So in the same manner we need to work all around till we have 4 corners. I'm quite close to the finishing end. I'll be working my last corner out there. So I'll be making 3 double crochet, chain 2 and then again 3 number of double crochet, 1, 2 and now I'm going to chain 1 and I will slip stitch into the very first gap that is present in between the double crochets, and then I'm going to snip off the yarn. Now after making a slip knot, I will introduce my new yarn, and here I'll start working from one of the corners. After making a slip knot, I'm going to chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, and that will be followed by 2 number of double crochets in the very same space. Now this step we will be working only on 2 of the sides. Here also the process is same. We chain 1 and make a set of 3 double crochet. Again chain 1 and make 3 number of double crochet, and when we reach the corner we will be working the corners in the very same process, that is 3 number of double crochet, chain 2, again 3 number of double crochet. The process is similar to what we did in the previous row, so we just need to work till the end. That is, we are working on just the 2 sides. The one of its side we have completed working. Now we are working on its second side. After that we will turn our work and again work backwards. See, I have reached the corner, and the last one is one double crochet. After that I chain 3 and I turn my work, and there I'm going to make 2 number of double crochet again. So making a set of 3, that means 2 double crochet, and the first one is chain of 3. Then again chain 1 and 3 number of double crochet in the gap. Similarly, I'm going to work using the same sequence till I reach the starting point, from where I have started using the white yarn. The corners also needs to be worked in the same fashion. So here I have reached the end, and after making a chain of 1, I will be making 1 double crochet in the very last chain, and so after that I'll chain 1 and snip off the yarn. Here I am introducing my new yarn, and I will attach it and then make 3 number of chains, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, followed by a set of 2 double crochet in the same gap. So I have 3 double crochets. Then I chain 1 and hop into the next gap and form a set of 3 double crochet. And this particular row also I'll be working only on 2 sides, as I have done with my white yarn. The process is very similar to the previous row. We just need to keep working in the gaps, and we will do our corner carefully by making 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet, and I am going to continue till the end. Here I've reached the end. I chain 1 and I'll be making 1 double crochet on top of the 3rd chain. After that I'm going to chain 3 and turn my work, and I'll be making 2 number of double crochet in the gap close to the chain of 3. So I get my 3 double crochets. Then again I chain 1 and hop into the gaps and continue as I have done earlier. Here I've reached the end. I chain 1 and then I'll make one double crochet on the very last or the topmost chain of the chain of 3, and then I snip off the yarn. This part of our work is also over, that is working on 2 sides of the square block. Now I'll be introducing my last yarn with a slip knot. I'm starting from the very middle of the work. You can start from anywhere you wish to, and then again I chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, followed by 2 number of double crochet in the same chain space or the same gap between the double crochets. Once 3 double crochet is done, I chain 1 and again hop into the next gap and continue working all around. It is very easy, and it is similar to how we have worked in the previous rows. The corner needs to be done carefully. The corner will also be same, that is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, as we have been doing. So here I've completed my corner, and in the same manner I'll be working. This part is a little bit tricky, so do watch carefully where we need to work. So my 3 number of double crochets are done. Then again I chain 1 and I'll be jumping into that gap, not in the previous gap. That is why I was telling you, please watch carefully, because there are extra gaps, as that is the side. And then again I chain 1, and then I'll be making the set of 3 double crochets. And again chain 1, 3 double crochet, so here I've reached the corner where I'm going to work 3 number of double crochet, chain 2 and 3 number of double crochet. Here too I'll be working on the sides, so please watch carefully. If you look at the pattern carefully, you will see that in between the corners we have 4 batches of double crochet. So once you have 4 batches of double crochet on all the 4 sides, you can be sure that your pattern is correct. Last of all, I chain 1 and then I'm going to slip stitch into the very first double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1 and then snip off the yarn. So my granny square is ready, and what we need to do is, using the tapestry needle, we are going to hide all the loose ends so that our work looks neat and tidy. I hope friends you liked the video. Do not forget to share, subscribe and comment. Do hit the like button if you found the video interesting and useful. If you are new to our channel, do take a moment to subscribe and stay tuned for more of interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye bye.